Okay, let's talk about Bank of Walmart. You guys okay with that?
Ooh.
Let's talk about Bank of Walmart. So why Walmart could become a serious player in banking. As Walmart looks to launch a fintech startup, the retailer is turning to Wall Street veterans to help into moving into the banking world. They picked up 2 senior bankers from Goldman Sachs, Omer Ismail, the head of Goldman Sachs Consumer Bank, and David Stark, one of his top lieutenants, to help lead the retailer's new fintech startup. I don't think in here it talks about markets, but we'll get into that here in a minute. Walmart announced earlier this year that it was partnering with Ribbit Capital, the firm backing fintech startups such as Robinhood, to offer financial products for customers and employees. Customers have made it very clear they want to move more from us in the financial services arena. President and CEO of Walmart US, John Furner, said in a statement, Walmart's current financial service offering include the Walmart Capital One credit card, the prepaid Walmart money card, and the ability for people to cash checks in stores. They're saying if Walmart goes into the banking business, they immediately become one of the biggest if they go into that world. Thoughts?
I think it's a very smart strategy on their behalf. They've managed to become such an important global player as it relates to not just retail, pharmacy, you name it. Walmart just has figured it out, and I think it's very wise for them, because if people are going there anyway, most of America shops at Walmart, right? I mean, that's how it is. I think it's a really important place for them, and I know the company Ribbit Capital, the venture capital firm, they invest a lot in cryptocurrency and like really alternative fintech startups, and for them to partner up with Walmart, I think is baller.
Baller.
I think so as well.
I like that term.
I think so as well.
All
What
right,
do you think?
here's the question, Senada. When's the last time you, the luxury real estate guru, shopped at Walmart?
I don't know, 6 years ago.
You're not going to find Senada at Walmart.
Okay.
I'll go to Target.
Oh,
but
français.
Oh, really? So
Target.
you're more Target than you're Walmart.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will not go to Walmart. That is the fancy term. Well, let me tell you my little experience with
Here we
Walmart.
go.
Where was I this past Sunday, now that I'm back here in South Florida? Where was I? Is anyone who saw my Instagram?
On a yacht?
Walmart aisle 17.
No, I was not. I was on a boat. I was on a yacht. Shout out to my my best friend Keith Menon, his wife, Evelyn Menon. It was her birthday. We had a great time. That was my Sunday in Miami. Kai, where did I go every Sunday when I was in Addison, Texas?
You went to Walmart off of Beltline.
Walmart Sundays. There was nothing else to do. I mean, I was just, I had my Walmart Sundays. So, and part of it was, there's a two-prong approach here. If you live in Miami Beach or downtown Miami, there's not a Walmart for miles. Nowhere. So when I moved into, thank you for your, by the way, this guy got me my apartment, and he said, go check out the VV&M over there. And you make that recommendation right next to the yard house. Thank you.
I don't know if you guys were there to witness this. The day we announced we're moving to Florida, you were devastated. You were devastated.
No, not back to Miami. Let me stay at the Walmart in Beltline.
It was a very tough conversation we had.
Tough. But I'd go to this Walmart, and I was shocked by how cheap, inexpensive things were. Shocked. I mean, you're talking about in Florida, you shop at Publix. It's, pretty standard. Go to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, things are a little pricier there. Like, I felt like they were giving things away at Walmart, okay? And slowly but surely, I started getting indoctrinated to this Walmart lifestyle. And damn, things are very cheap. So then I started seeing the types of people that are shopping at Walmart. So it's very interesting back to this story. Walmart's current financial service offerings include the Walmart Capital One credit card, a prepaid Walmart money card, and the ability for people to cash checks in stores. These are not type of people who are buying $25 million houses. These are types of people that maybe make $25,000 a year. Mm-hmm. So, you're playing like Trump plays to his base. They are going after low income or even middle income Americans. And what we realized certainly since the pandemic is the K-shaped economy. The rich are getting richer. They're gobbling up $20 million houses like it's gumballs, but the rest of America, the
rest of America has suffered tremendously.
on the bottom half of the K-shaped economy. So where are they getting their financial services from? A lot of them are already going to Walmart. They're cashing their checks. They're doing, their prepaid cards. So if Walmart wants to play to their base, the 25% of Americans who have no financial education, they have no savings, they have zero credit, they've got just financially a mess, and a part of my brand is helping people like this get smarter I think that they can be a player in the low-income, middle-income American
Well, what does
financial
player
services.
mean, though? Does player mean top 5, top 3? Can they compete at the top? What does player mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, look, FTM, follow the money. So they're going to need the law of large numbers to compete. They're going to need millions and millions and millions of low-income Americans to say, all right, I'm done with Bank of America. I'm done with Chase. Wells Fargo has screwed me over one too many times. I'm a Walmart guy now. I'm a Walmart gal. And, they're going to need...
Would you consider yourself a Walmart? Like,
No.
But wait a minute. Actually, a serious question. Your whole spiel about you go to Walmart a lot kind of hurts your game a little bit with the girls, but never bring that up on a date.
No, I'm good. I'm very transparent.
I hope you don't go on a date and you say,
transparent.
hey, Mary, good to meet you. First time. By the way, I was at Walmart the other day.
At least he'll know that they like him.
I will take them to Walmart and see how their selection process. I will take them on a date to Walmart.
High end. Take any cereal you want.
Anything you
Go
want,
ahead.
baby. I got you.
Adam,
We're going to Walmart.
It's a
I've
high
heard aisle
roller
7
right
is
there.
beautiful this time of year.
That's true.
High
That's
roller.
true.
So Paul's going to say something about Walmart. But before you do, I was
Yeah,
going to
you
ask
were
this
gonna make a
question.
point. You were gonna make a
question
point.
I was going to ask you is this. Walmart opens up the banking side. Would you open up an account with them?
0% chance.
0%?
Less than 0. Yeah, I'm not banking at Walmart. No, sort
Okay,
of the
fine.
not a good look.
By the way, keep this piece and record it.
Shopping
Watch in 2
shopping for
years from now,
cereal
showing up
and
with a
avocados.
Walmart bank.
I got my Walmart Black Card, y'all.
Go ahead, Paul.
Well, I think a big part of where they can succeed in this arena is the bank culture and the bank industry themselves. They have a culture, right? It's that 8 to 5, and they're not open past 5 o'clock. If Walmart offers, because one of their big benefits is
doing time?
Because even when I was driving
I don't
from
know.
here to Texas,
Yeah.
I needed a couple things, and I'm like, where's a Walmart at? And
Yeah.
I know I can count on them for
That's
that.
a good point.
So if they can do that same thing in the banking industry
Yeah.
and be like, hey, I need to go to the bank at 9 o'clock at night, I'll be the
Let me
customer.
ask you, Paul E.
Yeah.
Would you? Who's your bank right now?
To Southern
Don't say
California.
it. Don't say
Don't
it
say
because
it.
people
All right.
may go try to get all
Would
your
you
money.
start banking at Walmart? You.
If they offer what I just said, if they are more convenient, because I don't go to the bank anymore, but if I need an app, I need an app.
You would
and
bank at Walmart.
I would bank at Walmart. Yeah.
Boom.
You,
All right,
you don't
keep it
go
going.
to the bank anymore.
No.
What do you mean? Because everything you do is online.
Everything's online. Yeah.
Okay.
My bank's in California.
Okay, fair enough. So here's the follow-up question for you. Couple things to be thinking about. Do you know 97% of America lives within 10 miles of a Walmart? Let me say this one more time.
Wow.
97% of America lives within 10 miles of a Walmart. Goes back to your point. Okay? Do you know how many people per year walk through a Walmart? Not if you walked in 19 times, you don't
Yeah.
count as 19 times. How many?
I'm just one time.
Individual.
Yeah.
Okay,
200 million.
I was gonna say somewhere around a couple hundred million. Yeah.
200 million walk.
But not Senada. She hasn't been there in 7
6
years.
years. Well, maybe they're going to
Yeah.
get her business now. But watch
Senada,
this.
would you consider banking
Well,
at Walmart?
if she hears about
not happening.
Well, hear me out for a second. Hear me out for a second. So, first of all, what is Robinhood? Robinhood is for what? Low income and middle America. That's what they're targeting. Great. Who's Goldman Sachs? When you think about Goldman Sachs, what do you think about?
high end,
Cream of the crop.
high end. Yes.
You need 10 million to get in. If you don't have 10 million, by the way, they only have 400 advisors. Morgan Merrill have 13,000. They only have 400, and they have 400 to say we don't need 13,000. We only have 400 because we get the cream of the crop. Cornell University, Penn, Wharton. Those are the kind of guys that we get that come to us. Okay, great. But the two guys they recruited, I don't know if you've looked into who these two guys are. The two guys that were recruited, Omar Ishmael, was the head of Goldman Consumer Bank. That's what you just read, that they say go. And then here, David Stark, partner at Goldman. David is the right-hand guy to Omar at Goldman Sachs. Omar led the way because Goldman saw what was happening with Robinhood and others and Acorn. So they started a branch called Marcus Invest.
Yeah.
Marcus, to get in, you only need $1,000 to go into having an account.
Yep.
So Goldman Sachs, who has been the cream of the crop, you need 10 million to come in. If you don't have 10 million, we're not even doing anything with you, unless if you're part of the family. They saw the trend and they said, let's go open up Marcus to allow people to come in. You answer the questionnaire. Minimum investment you need to make is what? $1,000? Now you got an account
Awesome
with
idea.
phenomenal idea, right? It's okay.
Great name, by the way, Marcus.
Yeah. By the way, last year, just the Marcus business model generated $1.2 billion in revenues, $97 billion deposited into Marcus.
Wow.
Let me say this one more time. Just last year, $1.2 billion in revenues, $97 billion invested into Marcus, last year alone, 2020, during the pandemic.
And this is who Walmart recruited.
These are the two guys they recruited.
Smart.
So they recruited away the guys who led Marcus to go to Walmart. So now they're going to go to Walmart, bring that experience from Goldman Sachs. They recruited the main guys you want to recruit. They're going to Walmart now. 97% of America lives within 10 miles. 200 million people that are visiting Walmart. You got all this business. Now you got a banking, all the locations. Traffic's already coming in. You know, then the question becomes who's an ally, who's an enemy? Meaning, who wants to see this become a reality? Who doesn't want to see this become a reality? Does B of A want to see this become a reality? Does Chase want to see this become a reality? Do they want to see this become a reality? Right. Who does want to see them become a reality? Does a Robinhood? Does a Goldman? Who is it? So I think that's going to be the battle. But Walmart, you know, the number one enemy of Walmart is who? Who's the number one enemy?
Amazon.
Amazon's the number one enemy. Is this also going to be the first mover where Amazon next is going to want to come up with bank? Is this when all these other guys are going to shoot? You know, we get all this money that's coming in. Maybe we got to play ball. And can Amazon compete at the level Walmart can? This is an area where Amazon cannot compete with Walmart. This is one area.
Why? Is it because they have actual stores?
97%.
Yeah.
10 miles.
Got it.
So I can say to you, 97% of Americans are within 10 miles of my bank, called the Bank of Walmart. That's very, very interesting, the angle they took, if you think about it. Because it's what Amazon cannot directly compete with them in.
Couple thoughts. We were joking about the Walmart thing, and we talked about Goldman Sachs and Marcus. If, from an optic standpoint and a branding standpoint and PR standpoint, you can't be Bank of Walmart. You got to come up with, you know, a fancier name or a Marcus type of a thing for it to be a little more palatable if you're going to convert people. Like if you're already banking at Walmart and you're cashing your checks there, you're going to freaking Walmart, whatever. But if they come up with a, you know, an attractive name and it's whatever,
fair enough.
You know, people will be a little more apt to go there. That's number one. Number two, you brought up Amazon. You know, if we learned anything from Jack Ma's Ant Group, what's their whole company that they're doing over there? The Ant Group and Alibaba. The whole fintech, like you're banking, you're shopping, you got your ID, you got your driver's license, you got your credit card, you've got every financial service tool, boom, on your phone. Okay? So there's a model out there for Amazon to potentially emulate. And obviously Walmart is kind of playing in that thing. But to Paul's point, does it really matter that you live near your bank? Because banking is online anyways. How often do you go into your bank anyway? So I get it that it's cool to live near a bank, maybe near where you shop, but
don't forget,
how often do you need to do that?
You are rich to middle America, Adam. Don't forget who you are. You may not be selling $25 million homes, but you still made your money. It's not like you're making $50,000 a year. You don't know what it is to be $50K right now. You don't know the level of trust. Like, you know how, I don't know if you guys got family where they say, oh, I don't trust online. I like to go to a physical place. There's still people like that that want to go to a place, and it's typically folks that make $25,000, $35,000, $45,000, $55,000. That's their market. So they're targeting their own. They're not targeting you. They're not targeting you. They're not targeting, but they are targeting that. So,
Pat,
yes.
I think there's just one interesting thing as well that you're not necessarily, that you guys haven't brought up at least. Walmart has 4,700 locations in America. I mean, overnight they can have 4,700 locations with a bank. Imagine, you know how Apple also did their card where you get certain cash back, you get certain discounts and stuff like that. Imagine if Walmart does that where you get 2% cash back on groceries. Imagine the 200 million people that go shopping there automatically
I agree.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50% overnight can switch over and just have an extra card.
Well, it's the look at the way they did. Good for them, man. Good. You know, I'd love to see Walmart and Amazon.
You want to see that?
I just want to see that. I want to see I want to see a heavyweight matchup, because think about when Amazon bought Whole Foods. You're like, what the hell are you thinking?
Yeah.
And people are like, wow, you know, it's just not really a good move. It's just, you know, and it's like, yeah, okay, buddy. So then Amazon, if you're an Amazon, are you an Amazon Prime member? Yes. Can you please put in your number? Matter of fact, just go to your app and show the thing, QR code, boom. Oh, you just got a $9 discount. I pay $99 for Prime, and wow, okay. So now you're going back to Whole Foods. They charge 20% more than a regular place, but you feel healthier when you buy at Whole Foods. So funny, same thing. You feel healthier when you go.
Whole paycheck.
Guy's a genius, the guy who set it up, by the way. So I don't know. I kind of think this could be very interesting. And I don't think Amazon could compete directly with these guys. Not in this area.
May I make one more point, which is in the past, the American dream was owning a home, right? Now the American dream is being an investor. So even if you look at what happened a few weeks ago with GameStop, a lot of these investors and people who are part of Robinhood, they're students. They're, people who make whatever they make, and they want to feel like they're part of that American dream. So I think there is this huge transformation and evolution of what it means to be successful in this country. And if you feel like you're part of the whatever it looks like, be it investment in stock market and now Walmart, I think this is incredible because, like you said, they have a captive audience. They have millions. They probably have details of every single American citizen.
Data.
Think about the data they got.
So the data is that's where the power is. You have captive audience. So how do you just smartly and strategically incorporate a whole new segment of business?
I wonder if they sat there and they said, what can we do that Amazon can't do? I wonder if that was the board meeting.
Of course it was.
What
right?
can we do? Like, the whole blue ocean strategy concept is you're going to compete with somebody not directly in an area that they're weak in. I wonder if they sat there and the brains in that board was, what's the one thing they cannot do? Banking. Let's go into it. So if Walmart, now you're buying your loan from Walmart, you buy a house, you get your loan, $300,000 loan from Walmart times millions. I mean, that can really scale. That can really scale. And as far as the name goes, I mean, Walmart's used to have a new name, Sam's Club. They have, Sam's Club is owned by Walmart. Sam Walton, Sam's the founder, Sam's Club, Sam Walton, Sam's Club. Yeah.
Okay.
So they could come out with a new name. It's not a big deal. You were going to say something.
I also think if you look at it the way Apple has their ecosystem of the apps, the App Store, kind of how everything is kept within it. Imagine how Walmart can do that with banking as well. I mean, then you're just controlling
I am
a lot
looking
of
forward to this heavyweight. Ooh, this could get so interesting. So interesting.
Pat, one thing I've definitely realized / learned about you light up when you think about competition.
Oh yeah.
When you think of Walmart versus Amazon, you genuinely, you're like, oh yeah, baby, let's get that competition.
Are you kidding me?
You love it.
Of course I love it.
You want to compete.
The night Conor lost to Poirier, I'm like, what? Because we wanted
pissed.
to see a Khabib fight.
Yeah.
Of course you want to see a fight like that.
Yeah.
But you realize this is the ultimate heavyweight.
Yeah.
This is trillion-dollar companies going up against each other.
Well, it's like Facebook and Apple kind of talking smack, getting into it. That's the heavyweight stuff.
I don't think so. I don't think so because
Facebook and Apple?
No. Okay. Let me. Oh my gosh, Adam! I can't believe you went over there. So, Mr.
getting riled up. I went there.
Watch this here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What percentage of Facebook's revenue comes from ads? Don't say it. Do you know it already?
Well, we talked about
Okay,
this
so
on the
what
pod.
is it?
It's like 98%.
98%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
Apple's revenue, 98%, doesn't come from one product.
Correct.
So what Amazon and Walmart are playing, they're trying to go dominate other. Facebook is not playing that game. Facebook's playing the ad game. Facebook's competition is NBC, CNN, Google. Fox.
Data, though.
What I'm trying to say, the game they're playing is, you're going to come advertise and put your commercials with me. You're going to come spend your ads with me, not with these other schmucks, because people are on this here. Yeah. They're no longer watching. So Facebook's a complete different animal. And by the way, to their strength, they're in a position that they're probably the hardest to directly compete with. Facebook's not easy to directly compete with. Mm-hmm. Who's going to directly compete with? Google Plus tried to come out with a social media. So how many of you guys actually posted more than 5 things on Google Plus?
Never even heard of it.
Google Plus came out. It was their Facebook. They got 50 million subscribers month one. They said they're going to blow up. They're going to beat Facebook. I never once posted on anything.
When did that? When was year? What year was
That's
that?
the point.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
You were in
That's like me and Facebook Plus.
At Walmart.
Exactly. That's a lot. I know Google Plus like Senada knows Joe Jorgensen. I don't.
Okay.
Who? What?
So
that guy.
So here's a question for everybody that's watching. If you think Bank of Walmart will compete, thumbs up. If you think, I don't think they're going to compete with Bank of America and all the other guys, thumbs down. I'm curious. We got 636 to 34. By the way, the last time when I asked the question, can Trump win without?
Yeah.
It was 3-1, which means 3 people said he still can. 1 said he cannot. So it's interesting to see what the stats are going to be.
We know some of the people in our audience
we'll see what's going to happen
agree
there. So,
regardless.
Okay.
So are you, bottom line is, are you rooting for Walmart to beat Amazon? I'd say compete. Beat.
I am rooting for Walmart to make the banking industry uncomfortable. I am rooting for Walmart to make Amazon uncomfortable because you know who wins here? Guess
the
who wins
consumer,
here?
baby.
You
The
and I do.
consumer,
That's why you love capitalism.
Yeah.
That's why you love capitalism because it works.
It's not about you. It's
You
about the consumer.
win at the end of the day.
like
win
that.
at the end of the day.
It's interesting
Yes.
how you light up when you talk about these kind of things. There's something in your bones that this
About
is in
what?
your DNA. Capitalism, competition.
Well,
Taking over the.
here you have a top realtor who worked for a capitalist, left socialistic / communistic nation to come to U.S. You got a guy like me who lived in Iran. What do you want to call that? It's not socialistic. Dictate, totalitarian. Fascist. What do you want to call it? Women don't have any freedom. You can't vote. Girls get married at 13 years old. I mean, that's Iran's laws is what you're talking about. And then we leave. We go to Germany, we come here, and then you can build the kind of life that you got here. Yeah, capitalism works. You work for a capitalist. You work for a capitalist. I work for a capitalist. We're all capitalists. Everybody, my commission that comes from insurance companies comes from because somebody started a business that's a capitalist. Capitalism, the only way the socialism argument exists is because of a capitalist. Only way. If there is no capitalism, there is no other arguments. No other isms if it wasn't because of capitalism. No isms comes first. The first ism that comes is what? Capitalism. No other ism. You need money to be able to spend the money. And the capitalists know how to make the money so others can come out with their own individual isms, whatever those isms may be, right? So, yes, I'm a diehard capitalist, and I will keep saying that for the rest of my life. So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.